You know that feeling you get when you're looking through all your chests trying to find some cobblestone, but like it was underneath your nose like the entire time? Yeah, we really need to fix that. Because last episode when I was building the villager trader, I was really inconvenienced and having a rough time going in between all these chests and all those chests and then these chests over here. And I was just really inconvenienced by our current storage system. So we're gonna build a new one right through over here. We're gonna dig out here and we're gonna make a lot of storage. It's gonna be amazing and epic. And oh look, here's some cobble. Okay, so initially I thought that this episode would be super easy to make because, you know, all I have to do is put a filter on each chest and we're good to go. But I realized that that was very vanilla-y, and plus I would need about this many chests because you can only have one type of item per chest, and even for the things you only have a little bit of. So we need to solve that problem by combining a couple things into each chest. But there's still a problem with this because even though we have all the things that we need filtering down through, there's nothing to say, you know, when you take out some red concrete that it doesn't refill because the thing that's feeding through is jammed packed full of other stuff that I'm not using. So, and then even furthermore, if I take an entire stack of something, there's nothing to stop it from filling with white. So on this whole endeavor, I surrender. So my solution obviously is computers, yay! Basically, we'll have bulk storage. Giant item vaults is basically can make a giant, like 3x3x9 chest that can hold like 10,000 items. And basically, we'll have that hooked up to the conveyor belt, so things will dump into that. You know, we'll have a couple of them, and then the computer will basically detect what's in here and sort out and put into small chests things that we can access. And it'll remember which slot is which, so even if we take everything out, then it won't start filling up with something else. So, yippee! Okay, so for this episode, we're gonna need a crap ton of iron sheets. So I'm just gonna grab a couple stacks of iron and get them started on the press. Honestly, I kind of need to speed this up because this is gonna be a really tedious process if we have to wait super long for this still. So I'm going to find a way to speed that up.
So I went to the carousel and I got some Fletchers and I gave them some sticks and I got some emeralds and I went to the other guy and I got me some fortune. And now we can finally we got 76.
So since we need like 65 million iron sheets, it's gonna take like 85 million years. So I went ahead and switched out some of these deployers, or all three of these deployers, for mechanical presses. And so now I can just toss these iron ingots onto the conveyor belt, and off they go. So while these guys are going, something I noticed was we're using a lot of jetpack just to jump out of this hole. So what I think I'm gonna do is gonna put down one of these weighted ejectors, and it takes a while to charge here, but basically once it does charge, then I can stand on top of it and get launched right up to the top without having to use any jetpack other than just to land up here on this thing. So
Babe, I have wanted to call an episode Catapult, and we're missing out on the catapult.
all these things are still going, so I'm gonna go get started on digging out the hole. I know I want it to be kind of right here, right through here, so we're gonna have this alleyway, this alleyway, this alleyway, and then our storage area. So I'm still using an iron pickaxe, which is kind of stupid because we just got enchantments and everything, but I'm just too lazy to go make one. I'll have to have my wife do it at some point.
Your wife has 2 pickaxes because she's not lazy.
I like to do this because then I could just kind of chat while I do it, you know?
Because it's more painful.
Yeah, I love the paint. No.
if you love the paint, then you should check out my new painting.
Gotta go check on the iron. All right, so this is how deep it's gonna be for now. We might have some miscellaneous chests at the end, but basically what I'm thinking is this area right here is going to be like where we deposit our items, and then from kind of here on, oh, I can see through the world there a little bit. We'll have chests along this wall and chests along this wall. And then behind all the chests, there'll be those giant vaults that you saw. Dang. This is kind of a little bit buggy. It might be my shaders or something. All right, this is like general room shape, but I got to go check on the iron again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and this is roughly what our chest layout is going to look like. Now I do need to dig out behind these for our computer network wiring to go on the back of all these chests. And I haven't even mentioned the whole area we're gonna need to dig out for the vaults. So I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of digging for a little bit. Yay, the iron's done. Look at this entire loadout of all of our ingredients for the vault. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We're gonna craft it right now. Boom. 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 Ladies and gents, that is quite a few item vaults there. Okay, for now, I'm just going to put all these vaults into this first chest here. And I want to go ahead and dig out. My plan is, I feel like I say that a lot, but my plan is chutes are going to go here. You'll be able to dump into them. And then they'll come down here, and you'll be able to see through the glass in the floor your items go along, which is gonna kind of be fun. But you have an arrow in your eyeball, honey. Are you okay? You got something in your eye. Let me help you out there. Let me help you out there. Tell the truth as I'm falling for you. Boom down, boom ding down, boom down, boom down. All right, so lucky for us, we don't need an advanced computer because we're not really going to have a screen or anything. This is kind of going to be working behind the scenes. So I might upgrade it later, but I'm not going to worry about doing that now. And then I'm going to go ahead and just hook up a surface level of all of these vaults so that I can get some programming done while I still have some brain power. And then we'll come back to digging the rest of it out and making the vaults bigger and making this look more aesthetic at a later time. Okay, guys, so paused from my recording of all of the programming where my brain is working really hard. The message board that we made like 2 episodes ago came really in handy because it said the battery was really low. And so I came over here and I found out that some of these diesel engines were broken and had despawned. So it wasn't, wasn't strong enough. Like 2 diesel engines isn't strong enough to power the alternators. So it was using up fuel, but it wasn't charging the battery, and the battery was just slowly drained below 20%. And so I just combined these. I think just two will be fine for now until I can get this working again. And I may add to this power plant in the future, as far as maybe that's something we can use our charcoal for, is to burn for fuel as well. It would need a slightly different engine. But we can kind of expand this and make more reliable energy by having different sources. But anyway, I'm going to show you the error popped up down here. It says, warning, main battery below 20%. All systems otherwise nominal. I love this program. I don't know. It's just, it worked. It just worked. And it's funny. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, after a long and tedious programming session, I have put in 32 item vaults in this vault here. And here, they should go to this slot. I have not tested this yet. I'm going to run the super storage program, and I get an error. Hold on. All right. Easy fix. And now, maybe it takes a while to go through everything. I'll get back to you when it changes.
2 hours later.
Okay, so it hasn't done anything. So I'm going to terminate that and just do a few tests. I'm not done yet. Hold, just give me a minute. Do da do da do. Do da do da do do da do. Oh yeah, by the way, while we wait, look at this excellent job that my wife did decorating this down here inside. Basically, we'll have glass over here, and this is just our packed full storage aesthetic. These chests don't have anything in them, and they're really just for show, or are they? Okay, so in theory, if my hypothesis was correct, this should work. So after I run the search function, I'll print, so it does get out, and something calls it again. Oh, the coding process. Do-da-do-da. Ah! What you doing, fool? No, don't you dare step on my crops. Nor you. Nor thy. Dang it, what is going on? I will find it if it's the last thing I do. I'll get it eventually, guys, I promise. Guys, I stinking misspelled the stinking thingy. Does that fix it? Does that one stinking letter fix it? Okay, let's go through this step by step. Oh, okay, this is a big problem. I need to have content.name in there. I still don't know why it's looping, but I think this will fix the problem. So it got in, and it found the thing. It's going to finish checking the rest of the vaults. But it should let it through to chest number 3, is what I'm hoping. Oh, I stinking misspelled the print. Final thing. Please. Please be final thing. And... hallelujah! Oh, it worked. It pulled the vaults. Oh, that's why it was looping again. Because now it's searching to fill this one. But it worked! Yeah! Yeah, who's the master programmer now? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and dig out the rest of the item vault area behind here to put down all of these. And then I'm gonna get my wife and we're going to decide where everything goes in these chests. I just realized that me digging all this out is going to make it take a lot longer for it to filter through everything. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll just be working a lot. Okay, watch this. It's really satisfying. Okay, a little bit of an issue there. Okay, come on. Come on. Just let me have my moment. That's a lot of storage. Ladies and gentlemen, the big reveal. Oh, look at this fancy storage room we got. We got wood and trees. We got stone and friends. We got dirty and planty. We got mob drops and treasure. We got nether and nether co. We got unsorted and unwanted. We got ore and metal. We got dyes and decorations. We got mechanical and components. We got tables and trading. We got food and fridge. And we got junk and miscellaneous. So, as you can see, there's already some things in the vaults. And I have the thing turned off with this lever. I have the whole system turned off so I can show you. All of the slots are saved and everything with the computer. The program isn't running yet, but we will try that soon. Also, I made this where you can put in your deposits here and they'll go out and through. But I also made a backpack thing here that basically it has this filter on it. So say your backpack is chock full of junk, but you want to keep your tools and stuff for your tool swapper upgrade thing. So what I did was I made a filter so that when I put this on here, it drops everything but that stuff. So right now it's a little full and clogged because I haven't turned it on, but here we go. Okay, so all of our items come in this way, and then they end up coming in through here and get dumped onto this conveyor belt, where they go along here and go through all the filters, and the filters decide if any of the blocks are not sorted. And if we don't have a slot for them, then they'll come to this chest here. Just by, if they make it all the way to the end of the conveyor belt, they get dumped onto the bottom one. There's one back here you can't really see. And it goes back here and then dumps into the chest here. And then, so if it does dump onto this conveyor belt, then it goes and supplies into this item vault, which dumps into this item vault, which dumps into this item vault, which dumps into this item vault. So it just kind of cascades through. That way we don't have a bunch of half full things. And then that vault, you see the conveyor belt down here. It goes from the far conveyor belt, it carries it all the way over here and dumps it into this one. And then this one dumps into the middle one, and then the middle one dumps into the first one. So everything should go, this one should fill up first, and then these two, and then this one will fill up, and then these will fill up, and this will be the last one to fill up. So that's pretty much everything. I'm going to turn on the program, and it'll start sorting the stuff out. Super storage! Yeah, the skeleton in the closet has a little bit of animation. It's a little bit creepy.
I like that.
Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around and watching. This was really fun to make. Honestly, it's so satisfying to have everything organized and laid out. Emma was saying earlier that she's never had her inventory this clean. It's nice to finally be able to breathe and have a nice clean inventory here. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, check out some of my others and watch the next video in the series. I have a couple things planned for the next couple episodes because there's a lot of stuff we need to get done. But I really need to get that gold farm because we don't have very much gold. So that's something that I need for computer things and integrating a lot of stuff, and eventually this series I might implement some. Have a great day!